چیزی که من فکر می‌کردم. امکاناتی که اینجا هست حتی دانشگاه، حتی تو بهترین مراکز آموزشی دولتی هم وجود نداره. بهترین حسن اینجا، یعنی چیزی که عمده سعی کرد تو بچه‌ها اینجا تربیت کنه، اینکه حق انتخاب دارن.
قوی باشم، یعنی هم تو کارم هم تو روابط اجتماعی اونا که یه اسپانسر برای بنیاد باشم که بتونم از دختری که واقعا این خودم رو حمایت کنم.
نسل بعدی، نسل آینده، نسل جوان مایی. تغییر حتی یه نفر نظر من تو جامعه تاثیر داره. وقتی یه جامعه تغییر کنه، دنیا تغییر میکنه، دیدگاه دنیا نسبت به همه چیز عوض میشه. یه نفر نظر من حتی یه نفر دیگه چه برسه تو 12 سال کسایی که اومدن اینجا وارد تحصیل شدن، کسایی که قراره بیان، خیلی ثبت نام کردن، تو منتظرن، تو نوبتن که دوره‌های بعدی شروع کنن بیان کلاس‌ها.
The problem of abused women in Iran is quite vast, and we cannot meet the demands of everyone referred to us. I believe that to make Iran a better place, we need to empower its women. Your contribution will help us change lives.
Okay, thank you very much, Farzana Jan. Khali mamnoon. So I'm going to invite Gohar, Dr. Farahani here. You can look up her biography at the top. She's been part of the women's activism and philanthropy scene here for a very, very long time, for the past 34 years. Many years ago, I came here to give a talk in one of the programs that she had when I didn't live in Maryland at the time. She has taught in Frederick College and basically comes from an academic background here, but as I said, it's wonderful to see a variety of people doing this. The thing that I would like to say before she comes is that she's off to the United Nations tomorrow, and she's going to be there for a whole week, working there with women NGOs and working and kind of facilitating the kind of difficult work that they need to do, and for the United Nations to understand those complexities better. So the purpose, elimination and prevention of all forms of violence against women and girls. Please welcome Dr. Farahani.
Technical difficulty. Okay, so we're speaking English, right? First of all, thank you, Dr. Keshavarz Aziz. Thank you, Nazanin June, for helping us to set up today's event, and the Institute, Roshan Institute. And thank you, Dr. Karimia Hakak, who helped us recognize this valuable organization in Iran. Since 1911, International Women's Day has been recognized as a day to celebrate women's achievement, at the same time working collectively for eradicating gender inequality. The fact that you are here today shows that you care about gender equality, and for that, I thank you as a woman, as well as I say Happy International Women's Day to all of you. Farzaneh Javid showed you about the program, daily activities of Omid Foundation and how that was established. My talk is to show you that Omid Foundation is not an isolated institution in Iran that helps 200 young women here and there. I want to show you the mission of Omid Foundation is connected to global issues. I want to show you that Omid Foundation has a space in the world, and with that, I start my presentation. First of all, because we are in a university and we are invited by a language department, I want to challenge the translation of entrepreneurship in Farsi. Entrepreneurship in Farsi is called kar afarini, which is very limited definition of entrepreneurship. And what entrepreneur means in economic sense, which I'm going to briefly talk about, it is not the topic of our talk, is someone who is innovative to do economic investment. It's a risk taker. An entrepreneur has to be a risk taker. I have this idea, I want to do this. Self-employed as well as kar afarin, becomes kar afarin and create jobs. And of course help both the country's economy or a global economy. I want to introduce Omid Mehr to you as a social entrepreneur. But by that, I mean, since 1960, organizations such as Omid is categorized as social entrepreneurs, which is, there are organizations who are innovative for social change instead of economic benefit of themselves. Has to be risk taker. Of course, what Marjani started, for example, in Iran, or Khanime Quds in Iran, they had to be risk taker to create a new organization to help something that they thought the group of people who need them. So they have to be risk taker, and their ideas and their activities is to benefit human growth, progress, and they have the idea to positively influence the human and their work, and all social entrepreneurs, their life transformation, and of course their non-profit. We hear all NGOs are categorized as social entrepreneurs. And they usually pick up the work that government failed to help their citizen with that. So we came to Marjane Halati's picture again. We are, of course, Farzaneh and I work with Marjane, and we are very proud of the work that they do in Iran. What we do here is just doing what we're doing here and fundraising. But Marjane is one of Iranian entrepreneur and philanthropies, and the topic of today's is introducing Iranian women who are helping women. So I don't know what happened. The Farsi is not showing in this computer. That's fine. I want to again go back to Omid's mission and its holistic view. As Marjane said, as Farzaneh Javid said, the mission is to help the young Iranian women who come to the center to strengthening their social, emotional, and academic competencies based on their self-empowerment. They all have to learn a skill, training, and they all have to continue their education. At least they all have to have their diploma. I want to show you, when I say that Omid Mehr is not an isolated institution back home and has linked to global issues, CSW, which is Commission on Women in the United Nations, this is their priority team for this year and last year. And what their team is exactly replicate what the OMID's mission is. Access and participation of women and girls to education, training, science and technology, including for the promotion of women's equal access to full employment and decent work. If you look at the mission, the three categories of OMID's mission that we showed you is basically similar to what the United Nations agreed that is important for women's empowerment. Also, OMID is receiving global help. It's for the past year and a half, Harvard University, their educational department, invited OMID to be part of the program, and they're intern helping them to develop curriculum on gender issues for them. And I think that's pretty big for an institution in Iran that receive an invitation from a university such as Harvard to help them with their curriculum on gender issues.